Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another review of Again My Life. Episode 6 was good. Man, I am enjoying this drama, even though I did not read the webtoon, and to be honest, I don't think I will. I don't want to ruin anything for me. If the drama is being very truthful to the webtoon, then yeah, I don't want to ruin it. But if they do add some stuff to it, well, I'm not gonna know since I didn't read the webtoon. But yeah, overall, I'm just enjoying it. Episode 6 was just so good in my opinion, and Sangman has become my favorite character. He was so funny in this episode, and at the same time, I feel bad for the guy. I mean, the guy does not have his own room to sleep in. Um, Give him a room. He's been sleeping on the floor for who knows how long. And I also feel bad for Seok. He never goes home. We do get a reunion with the other characters, which is awesome, but it was a quick one. I mean, Hanmi got most of the spotlight. Hey, don't get me wrong, I love Hanmi, but it would have been awesome if all of the other characters got a reunion with HeeWoo around the same time, you know what I mean? And yeah, let's not beat around the bush. Let's get to it. But first, I want to talk about the relationship between Seok Kyu and HeeWoo. We get a scene at the beginning of the episode to when the both of them first met. Seok Kyu gave HeeWoo evidence to corrupted deeds that would link them to the big shot bad guys. Now, one of the evidence that stood out was about Taeseo. After chasing down Seok Kyu to the elevator, HeeWoo does thank him for giving him the evidence, and then Seok Kyu tells HeeWoo, "Don't fail this, because you're not gonna get a second shot." Oh, little does he know. And Seok Kyu did imply that he tried and failed. That's why he was quitting being a prosecutor. And then we wind up where the last episode left off, the slap. Seok Kyu did not like what HeeWoo did in the last episode because there's nothing more important than your own life. I mean, he's right, because if you start stomping where you walk, you're gonna leave footprints, and someone is bound to follow you, and that person who's following you most likely won't be a good one. You would think that HeeWoo got a second chance, he would do things differently, you know, comparing how he did things in the first episode to how he did things a little bit in the last episode and this episode. You would think it'll be a little bit different, but still the same to me. Yeah, let's not forget about the casino case. To make a long story short, HeeWoo took down the big shot bad guys after they pretty much gave him backlash because their names were on the ledger. And plus, HeeWoo only needed one person anyway, and that was Gumun. And then we got a reunion. We got to see the other characters. We saw Hia, Hanmi, Minsu, Gyori. Now with Hia and Hanmi, when they walked by each other, there was some tension there, you know, can it be romance or something else? Since this is a drama, of course, they're going to put the emphasis on the romance part. I mean, right after that, Hanmi asked HeeWoo what made Hia better than her. And then when they were eating, Sangman knew that both HeeWoo and Hanmi were really close, so he was implying that these two were dating, which we saw Hanmi's face, she was smiling. But then when Sangman said, okay, you guys are just best friends, yeah, that brought a frown on her face. Sangman is pretty much me watching this drama because he did ask HeeWoo which one was his girlfriend. Was it Hanmi or was it Hia? But then, to make it even more funnier, when he saw HeeWoo with Gyori, he called him a pervert. Now, let's not forget about the reunion with Minsu because things are getting very suspicious. Because first, Minsu was suspicious towards HeeWoo. Why was a prosecutor from Gimsan coming to Seoul? And Minsu pretty much figured out the whole thing, which scared HeeWoo, which might imply, this is just a guess here because I didn't read the webtoon, this might imply that Minsu could be tomorrow's enemy, just saying. Now let's continue with the whole prosecutor from Gimsan coming to Seoul because HeeWoo has a plan. First, he's planning on giving the narcotic/human trafficking case to Seok-gun and planning on joining his circle while bringing in Seok Kyu and Songo. He's doing this because Seok Kyu does need power to realize justice, and Seok-gun needs a big case under his belt, but we know there's more to that. HeeWoo does convince Hanmi's dad to allow Seok Kyu to work under him, and of course he does tell Taeseo about it, and Taeseo doesn't see anything harmful about some prosecutor transferring to Seoul. Well, for now, that is. Now, to end the episode is pretty much HeeWoo busting the casino guys, which he let go at the beginning of the episode while they were doing their drug trafficking. at the docks. Now, I did watch the trailer for episode 7, and it looks like episode 7 will bring more to the table, definitely more than what episode 5 and 6 brought. So we see that Hea might actually play her role as the main female lead. It looks like she's gonna do a lot more than what she did in this episode. She only came in as like a reunion thing and then left. And we do find out that someone fabricated some documents, and I still think that Minsu could be tomorrow's enemies. I mean, it's the characters you least expect to be the enemies, so I'm putting my money on Minsu. I mean, it could be Hea, but here's the thing. Hea hates Taeseo, so why would she work with him? You know what I mean? Well, I shouldn't exclude Hanmi too, because her dad does work under Taeseo. No. It's Minsu. So my final thoughts on the episode, it was good, you know. The reunion was awesome. It would have been awesome if the other characters got more spotlight. I mean, most of the episode was pretty much HeeWoo and Sangman, which I'm not complaining, but I mean, since you got other main characters, it makes sense for the other main characters to get the spotlight as well. I just love seeing how HeeWoo just approaches a case and just solves it. I mean, yeah, he does have some of the knowledge from the previous life, but the way he's doing it, yeah, it's sort of the same, you know, coming in, beating asses and whatnot, but the way he does things is more like, yeah, it's kind of obvious because, you know, he's a prosecutor, but at the same time, he's being like low-key about it, if that makes sense. If someone asks me if I'm gonna read the webtoon, I don't think so, because if the drama is pretty much copy and pasting page by page into live action, then I have no reason to read it. I know that the webtoon doesn't really focus on romance, and since this is a drama, they do, you know, add that element into it, which I don't mind. Are they going to be fully committed to it? I don't know, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind it. But even if there is romance or there's not, I think it's the chemistry between the characters is what I look forward to, even if it's like a love-hate relationship or like a best friend relationship. Those are pretty good relationships, and if it translates to live action pretty well and the chemistry is there, yeah, you don't even need romance. But overall, let's not forget this episode was really good. And that's pretty much it on my review and the episode. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.